Hey everybody. All right, for question number 2 today, of course we've got a story problem again. So like we usually do with story problems with me, we're going to use the cube method to try to figure out what numbers we're dealing with, and then when we're done with that, we're going to take this hint and we're going to estimate and figure out an answer that we can get that is close to the actual answer. So, it says the Jenkins family bought 5 tickets to a charity auction for $61.25. Estimate the cost of each ticket. Justify your answer. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to find our numbers. So we're going to circle the numbers. Again, cube C-U-B-E. We're going to circle our answers, circle our numbers, underline the question that we're being asked to answer. We're going to box around the words that tell us whether we add, subtract, multiply, or divide, and then we're going to eliminate everything else. So let's check out our numbers first. So the Jenkins family bought 5 tickets, to a charity auction for $61.25. There's our second number. Estimate the cost of each ticket. Justify your answer. Now, so here are our 2 numbers. What they're asking us to do today, they're asking us to estimate the cost of each ticket and then justify my answer. Now, there are going to be 2 parts to the answer here. You can't just estimate it. You've got to give a reason for your answer. So, ladies and gents, you circle, we've underlined, now we need to box and figure out what operation we're going to use. So, the Jenkins family bought 5 tickets to an auction. The cost of each ticket. Each ticket means we're taking a big thing and we're breaking it into this many groups to find out the price of each of those things. That's going to be division. So I want to, I'll put a little division sign there. Ladies and gents, I can cross everything out. That's not circled, underlined, or boxed up. All right, so I've got $61.25. And I'm dividing that into 5 equal groups because each of those 5 things, each of the 5 tickets should add up to this amount. And because tickets generally are the same price to the same thing, the 5 pieces should be equal. That's why we can use division. So I have $61.25 divided by 5. Now I've got to do the hard work of estimating or figuring out a number that is compatible here, numbers that are compatible that I can use to find an easy, quick answer. Ladies and gents, 61.25, again, it's our big number. Always try to go with the smaller number for the reason that big number, you don't know your 61.25s. I'll bet money on the fact that none of you know the multiples of 61.25 quickly off the top of your head. But I do know that most of you know your multiples of 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You guys can rattle those off pretty easy. So let's work with 5 as our number we'll start with. Let's find a number that is close to 61.25 that is compatible. So let's see. Let's just go by 5s until we get a number that's close to 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We're already up to 10, so that's pretty big. 55, 60. 60 is pretty close to 61.25. It's actually only 1 25/100ths away. Let's try that number. So if I were to estimate and use 60 divided by 5, again, if you watch me count on my fingers there, that was 12. Ladies and gents, now what is our answer? And how can we explain ourselves? Well, if I were to do this problem, I would give the answer of each ticket costs approximately or almost $12. $12 per ticket. But now I have to justify my answer. Well, I could justify it by saying $61.25 is fairly close or almost $60. Is a little more than $60. And I know that $60 divided into 5 equal groups will give me $12 per ticket. That way I know that $12 is a good estimate on the price of each ticket. Ladies and gents, that's the kind of thing we're going to have to be going through and doing today. Try the next 2 problems, and then we'll move on to some practice